It's Luna, and I've got a little story to share. So tonight is turning out to be a bit of a mess, not gonna lie. I've been looking forward to this play nearby, you know. It's gonna end late, and I already told everyone, including your mom, that I'll be staying over. We all plan to chill here while your son is away, but surprise, your mother-in-law decided to drop by with 7 friends, totally uninvited. I tried to be cool about it, you know. Politely said I can't host a surprise party tonight, 'cause I got plans. But she just shrugged it off, assuming we'd be back soon. Now she's throwing the responsibility my way. Wants me to cook for them and set up beds. Not gonna happen, 'cause I'm all packed up for a trip right now. When she questioned my trip, I surprised her with a solid no. I've been putting up with her antics for a while, being all chill. But enough is enough. It's time for her to face the music, you know? And I need you to get back that necklace she's flaunting. It's about time she faces the consequences of her actions. Just to give you a little background, I'm Luna, a 30-year-old housewife. I used to teach computer classes, but now I'm rocking the homemaking life. My hubby Johnny is super busy being the president of his dad's company. We usually have these awesome movie dates, and he's always grateful for the calm I bring to his crazy schedule. Despite being the quiet type, I've grown more confident with Johnny's support. Our family vibe is usually cool, especially with Johnny's brother and his wife Sarah. Sarah's awesome. Close to my age, super reliable, kind, and she's totally killing it in her career. We've got a good thing going on, you know. So let's sort out this unexpected guest chaos and get back to our movie dates. Cool? I appreciate the admiration for Luna's strength and ability to express her opinions while maintaining understanding and adaptability. The confrontation with her mother-in-law was indeed impressive, but the distance from her in-laws makes it difficult to see them often. Luna faces challenges from her mother-in-law, who pressures her to quit her job as a computer instructor and fully support her husband, Johnny, who is now the president of his father's company. Despite Johnny's support, Luna feels the weight of her mother-in-law's displeasure. Living apart from them provides some relief, and Luna hopes for a peaceful life with Johnny and the possibility of having children. However, a sudden tragedy strikes when Johnny's father passes away from a heart attack. The unexpected news puts pressure on Johnny and his brother to decide the company's future. Johnny stays in New York for a while, and the couple decides to move there permanently. Despite the challenges, they find a suitable home in a less urban area, offering a sense of security. As Johnny takes on new responsibilities and works late due to the transition, Luna focuses on creating a comfortable home environment for him. She ensures he can rest properly and prepares nutritious lunches to support him. Despite the changes, Luna remains committed to being a supportive partner for Johnny. It's great to hear that your mom wants to come over this weekend. I've been concerned about her since your father-in-law passed away, so this is a relief. Of course, there are some areas we still need to tidy up, but she's more than welcome. I'll let her know. Maybe we can also invite your brother and his wife. That sounds like a good idea. Moving here has made it easier for me to frequently meet Sarah, my sister-in-law, which has been a pleasant surprise. During the weekend gathering, we caught up on the current situation and shared memories of your father-in-law. It's sad that he's gone, but I felt it was important not to be down forever, so I started taking up a hobby. Seeing your mother-in-law's cheerful face brought relief. She always carries herself with elegance, wearing beautiful dresses and accessories. Today, she looked stylish with a pale purple scarf that stood out. Despite losing a little weight, her firmness in advising you and your brother on company matters hasn't changed. However, since your father-in-law's passing, I've noticed her strict remarks towards me have increased. After dinner that night, she asked me to go buy some drinks, and it felt like she was more commanding towards me than she was with Sarah. I thought she might be struggling with the loss of her husband, so I decided to observe and let her comments slide for a while. But things took a turn. She began visiting our home frequently, criticizing my housework and complaining about Sarah. Moreover, she started going through our fridge without permission, leaving me stunned. She advised me to pay more attention to the meals I prepare for you, expressing concern about your well-being. The criticism continued, making me feel as though she was picking on me just to pass the time. Even after I found a job to spend less time at home, the harassment from your mother-in-law intensified. I'm not sure how to handle this situation, and it's becoming quite challenging for me. My mother-in-law has this way of leaving me utterly baffled with her audacity. It's like she casually asks for barbecue sauce while I'm out, then swoops in to grab some leftovers before you can even blink. Despite being fully capable of buying top-notch ingredients, there's this one incident that really hit me hard. My treasured necklace, a memento from my mom, mysteriously vanished from my room. The only person who could have known where it was happened to be my mother-in-law, the frequent visitor. Summoning all the courage I had, I confronted her about it, only to be met with an intense outburst, accusing me of misplacing it myself. Heartbroken and in tears, I poured my heart out, explaining the sentimental value of the necklace. But she just brushed it off, suggesting Joni could easily buy me a new one. Even though there were instances of missing money and other items at home, I couldn't find any solid proof pointing to her as the thief. Feeling utterly confused and emotionally drained, I decided to open up to others about what was going on. Many thought my mother-in-law was the likely suspect, given her track record. Still, with no concrete evidence and considering her extravagant lifestyle fueled by the inheritance from my late father-in-law, I couldn't wrap my head around why she would resort to theft. Sarah, my sister-in-law, suggested I take a breather from the chaos. Roughly 2 weeks after our chat, both Johnny and his brother set off on a business trip. Seeing a golden opportunity, Sarah came to my rescue, inviting me on a brief vacation to help me unwind. Thrilled about the prospect of a getaway, I got my bags ready and placed them by the door. However, just as I was on the verge of stepping out, the doorbell rang, and in walked my mother-in-law with a whole crew of friends, each lugging around sizable bags. It was like my plans for serenity and peace were instantly shattered. I had to face yet another unexpected visit, with my mother-in-law seemingly oblivious to the disruption she caused. In that moment, I couldn't help but wonder if there was a deeper motive behind her actions, or if it was just her peculiar way of navigating life. Whatever the case, I found myself caught in the whirlwind of her unpredictable behavior once again. My departure time was approaching when my mother-in-law and her friends showed up unexpectedly, claiming they were staying over for the night. This news caught me off guard, as I had plans for the evening. Frustrated, I firmly explained that I wasn't informed of this arrangement and had other plans. She seemed taken aback, but insisted they would drop their bags, head out for a bit, and I should prepare dinner and sleeping arrangements for them. Ignoring my objections, she assumed I would be back soon and instructed me to get things ready. However, I couldn't let this slide, asserting that I couldn't accommodate them as I was going on a trip with Sarah. She questioned the trip, and just as the tension escalated, I noticed the necklace around her neck, the same one that was a keepsake from my mother. In astonishment, I confronted her about the necklace, and she casually claimed it was part of her collection. However, I knew it couldn't be right, as it was a limited edition with not many in existence. As I exchanged words with her, Sarah arrived and quickly sensed something was amiss. I explained the situation to Sarah, mentioning that the necklace my mother-in-law was wearing was the same one that recently went missing from my room. Sarah confirmed the details, deliberately saying it loud enough for everyone to hear. My mother-in-law, trying to keep it from her friends, whispered to us, asking us to stop and questioning if we wanted to accuse her of theft. The situation became increasingly tense and embarrassing, with the truth about the missing necklace coming to light. The whole situation took a sharp turn when Sarah, with determination in her voice, confronted my mother-in-law. She asked for proof, a demand that made my mother-in-law visibly embarrassed. Begging us not to create a scene in front of her friends, she attempted to brush it off with a smile, hoping to slip away and avoid any further confrontation. In the midst of this tense moment, a crucial detail crossed my mind: the initials engraved on the necklace. My mom's initials were QI, and I quickly asked Amanda to show me the necklace. Sarah checked behind my mother-in-law's neck and confirmed the initials. The friends looked horrified, and my mother-in-law desperately tried to downplay it, insisting it was all a mistake. Just as the chaos reached its peak, Johnny walked in, revealing that his business trip was intentionally scheduled for the next day. Sarah had informed him about the missing items, and he grew suspicious after spotting identical items in his childhood home. The unexpected plan to invite friends for an overnight stay was a clever setup designed to catch his mother in the act. I confronted my mother-in-law, demanding the return of the necklace. She, in turn, tried to shift the blame onto me, claiming I set her up. But Johnny stepped in, insisting on the necklace's return before any discussion could take place. Reluctantly, she took off the necklace and threw it on the ground. As she tried to make a run for it, we started chasing her. But then, out of nowhere, police officers appeared. They explained that they received a call from a local resident about a disturbance in our house. Annoyed, my mother-in-law argued that it was a family matter. However, the police revealed that someone had witnessed her sneaking into our backyard using a spare key, likely the reason behind the missing items. The informant had noticed her entering when we weren't home, and the police had received multiple reports about her activities. It was then that we discovered we had a spare key hidden in the backyard. A chilling realization. The police involvement clarified the bizarre scene, making it clear that my mother-in-law's actions went beyond mere suspicion of theft. The entire episode unraveled a side of her we hadn't fathomed, raising questions about her motives and the extent of her intrusion into our lives. In reflecting on the situation, I find myself valuing the importance of trust and open communication within a family. Johnny's initial plan to observe his mother's actions stemmed from a desire to understand her motives and concerns, reflecting a commitment to maintaining transparency in family relationships. However, the unexpected revelation of theft and betrayal highlighted the potential consequences of neglecting open communication. Johnny's confrontation with his mother showcased the significance of holding family members accountable for their actions, even when it is emotionally challenging. Expressing disbelief and disappointment, Johnny demonstrated the importance of setting clear boundaries and addressing wrongdoing within the family unit. Luna's intervention and acknowledgement of potential neglect in addressing her mother-in-law's feelings resonates with the value of empathy and understanding. Despite the shocking revelation, Luna emphasized the distinction between personal struggles and resorting to theft as an inappropriate solution. This underscores the importance of fostering empathy within familial relationships, even in times of conflict. The involvement of law enforcement further emphasizes the value of justice and accountability. The decision to bring the matter to the station, despite the family ties involved, reflects a commitment to upholding societal norms and ensuring that actions have consequences. As the family grapples with the shock and betrayal caused by the mother-in-law's actions, it underscores the need for resilience and support within the family unit. Facing unexpected challenges requires a united front and a commitment to overcoming adversity together. Ultimately, this story reinforces the importance of trust, open communication, empathy, justice, and resilience within the framework of family values. It serves as a reminder that navigating complex family dynamics requires a balance of understanding, accountability, and a commitment to addressing issues head-on. The unfolding drama with my mother-in-law took an unexpected turn as she vehemently protested her innocence, demanding a lawyer and refusing to consume what she deemed garbage. Amidst this chaotic situation, a visit from her father wrought a sudden shift. A figure of stern authority, he exploded in anger, urging her to deeply reflect on her actions. Strangely, she seemed to reserve her defiance solely for him. As he admonished her and warned that she might lose her home unless she sincerely reflected, her carefree facade crumbled. Tears flowed and apologies followed, revealing a side contrary to her usual demeanor. This incident prompted me to ponder whether her flashy attire and extravagant jewelry were just a facade, a shield to conceal her vulnerabilities. Losing her husband might have left her grappling to find her place in the world. I began to question whether her inconsistent attitudes towards me and my sister-in-law were attempts to mask her insecurities. However, her excessive desires and the inability to rein them in remained a separate issue, ultimately leading to this regrettable incident. The realization that she had been using a spare key to enter our home without our knowledge genuinely terrified me. The couple living diagonally across from us bravely reported her actions, ensuring our safety. In response, we took measures to change our locks and ceased the practice of hiding a spare key in the yard. The breach of privacy and trust was unsettling, and it left me grappling with the extent of her actions. Johnny, my husband, took a decisive step by severing ties with his mother, extracting a promise that she would never attempt to contact us again. He made it clear that legal action would follow any breach of this agreement. Following her release, she retreated to her rural childhood home, adopting a humble lifestyle that stood in stark contrast to her previously opulent existence. Under the watchful eye of her father, she now contributes to household chores, signaling a significant shift in her circumstances. Reflecting on her past excessive actions, I can't help but hope that this experience serves as a catalyst for her to reevaluate her life choices and find a path to a more balanced existence. Meanwhile, my own father has moved in with us to ensure my safety, especially in case my mother-in-law decides to pay another unexpected visit. His presence holds a dual purpose, as I am currently expecting our first child. The anticipation of becoming grandparents has brought my kind father and Johnny even closer, fostering an environment of love and support. In the grand scheme of things, I've come to appreciate that while material wealth and possessions can provide a sense of fulfillment, it is the presence of loved ones that truly fills the heart. Surrounded by those dear to us, we engage in discussions about living arrangements and actively work towards safeguarding the peace of our daily lives. As we navigate through this unexpected chapter, the lessons learned and the bonds forged become integral components of our journey toward a future that is marked by resilience, understanding, and a deep sense of family. I hope you guys enjoy our video. To watch more interesting stories, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.